Hello and welcome. I'm Megan Cook, Supervisor of WACAP's African and Haiti programs. I love what I do, and I hope that this brief webinar helps you learn more about adopting from Haiti. So there are so many choices and questions in adoption, and we really hope to help you as you gather information and consider the path that's right for your family. In this webinar, we'll talk about the children we serve, adoptive family eligibility requirements, steps in the adoption process and the general timeframes, and various ways to contact us to gather more information. WACAP offers personalized support to families considering adoption, and we welcome your questions anytime. So first, let's discuss the kids we serve. There are Haitian children of all ages in need of permanent adoptive families. Nearly all the children who are available for adoption have been abandoned or were relinquished by birth family. Extreme poverty, illness, and cultural considerations can sometimes play a large role in birth families' decisions for their children. Information can be limited about a child's early history. Often a child's documented history can only be traced back to the date he or she entered an orphanage. Due to the Haitian approval process for adoption, the youngest children will typically be at least 6 months and older at the time of matching, and then likely older when he or she comes home. The Haitian government allows you to state a preference for a boy or a girl if you would like. And while there are many children who are considered healthy, there are also children with various needs who wait to be adopted. WACAP believes in a family for every child. The Haitian government allows each agency to submit 12 new adoptive family applications each year for younger children who are considered healthy. We can submit an additional 10 applications for families who are hoping to adopt older children or those with individual needs. And while we know that many families are seeking young, healthy children, we also see hundreds of children who are outside of the typical requests that adoptive parents make. Therefore, WACAP will place some extra attention on advocating for those kiddos. And some will have medical or development needs that may be minor. Others might have more significant needs. Some kids are considered healthy but are older, while other kids are part of sibling groups that we will always keep together. All are in need of adoption, and it's just finding the right family for each of the special children in need. One additional note about the children who are considered healthy is that families should be aware that quote-unquote healthy children may still have a history of malnutrition, malaria, delays, transient medical conditions, trauma, and undiagnosed needs. Unfortunately, these are normal conditions for any child living in institutional care. As you consider what's right for your family, we'll be here to help guide you and support you along the way. So here we'll plot out the general eligibility requirements for adoptive families who wish to adopt from Haiti. But first, if you have any questions about the information provided, please don't hesitate to call or email us about more information for your particular family. So to adopt a child from Haiti, applicants typically should be couples who have been married for at least 5 years with some possible exceptions, be at least 30 and no more than 50 at the time that your documents are submitted to Haiti. And generally, we request that the youngest applicant be no more than 48 years older than the child to be adopted. Single applicants may be between 35 and 50 years old with no more than 48 years between the parent and the child to be adopted. And single men may be considered on a case-by-case basis. Generally, applicants with an arrest in their history or significant health conditions are considered on a case-by-case basis. So again, we'd be more than happy to talk with you about your particular family's circumstances. We know that some families are concerned about financial barriers to adoption, and we're pleased to let you know that WACAP offers promise grants to help defer the adoption costs for some identified children. Feel free to ask us for more information about these grants and resources. And WACAP also provides access to a program called your Adoption Finance Coach. It's a free service to help families plan and access support in preparing for adoption costs. The adoption process can seem so overwhelming, but it's much easier if you break it down into steps. So right now you're at the inquiry and apply stage. We are here to help answer your questions and get you ready for the journey ahead. As we move on to training and home study, once you've decided to move forward and have applied to WACAP, you'll start working on a home study. Most of the time this takes about 3 to 4 months to complete, and it includes training and support as you prepare for the adoption. If you live in a state where WACAP is licensed, we can provide the service for your family. Otherwise, we can give you a list of home study agencies that are local to you, and then we can coordinate from there. When your home study is complete and approved, you'll be welcomed into WACAP's Haiti program. The first steps involve submitting your dossier for registration, and this typically takes about 6 to 12 weeks, but timeframes, of course, can change. Your case manager will give you the most updated details about processing timeframes. The wait for a match can be about a year. So moving on to considering referral match. The Haitian government has a chronological list of applicant families that they hold matching committee meetings frequently. They take into consideration the type of child the family is approved for, age, gender, and the health of the child, as well as the family requests if the family requests a match from a specific orphanage. Some families have seen a waiting child on WACAP's password-protected website, wacap.org, and this can be found in the Waiting Child tab. These are typically children who are older or have individual needs, sometimes sibling groups. Families hoping to adopt a specific waiting child must complete their home study and other necessary documents so that the Haitian government matching committee can then consider the match. Once you've received information about a child, you'll have time to consider the child's information and review the file with a doctor. We'll provide you with support to gain the information you need to make a good decision about your match. Socialization trip. So once you've formally accepted a match, the next step is to travel to Haiti to visit the child. This is a required trip and is usually about 15 to 18 days. The legal steps involve the actual legal processing in Haiti, court, all of that, and then filing the necessary U.S. immigration paperwork. This can typically take about a year. When the legal adoption has been completed, you're invited to travel to Haiti and finalize the immigration steps and bring your child home. This trip is often about 10 to 14 days or so in country. And then home. Finally, you'll be home with your child and entering the post-placement phase of your adoption. This is typically, this is the time your social worker will visit you and support you during your family's transition. Your social worker will then write several reports required by Haiti so they know how the adjustment is going with your son or daughter. WACAP believes in offering long-term support and resources and hopes to be helpful to your family before, during, and after your child joins your family. Overall, families can expect the adoption from Haiti to take about 2 to 3 years to complete from your application to WACAP to the day you bring your child home. The timeframes talked about here are obviously averages and certainly can change as the adoption process changes. At WACAP, we're mindful of keeping families informed of each step during the process so you know how your case is progressing. Again, we know that you likely have many questions. There's a lot to think about. And so here's a few ways that you can reach us through our email and phone and our website. A great place to start is to call or email WACAP's information or adoption information specialist, who can connect you with additional resources, the Haiti team, and general information to help you sort out options and answer any questions about Haiti's adoption process or available waiting children. So whether you're ready now or simply exploring possibilities, we thank you so much for watching. And on behalf of the children we serve, thank you for spreading the word about the need for adoptive families for children in Haiti. Thank you.